everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Simisola Adigu. For the returning subscriber, thank you very much. And if this is your first time of watching, please pause, click, like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much. God bless you. We are still on this family core values. That's what I've been talking on for some weeks now. Family core values. What are your family values? What do you hold as important? Something highly important that you have learned from your parents and you're teaching your children, and your children will teach the next generation. Today I'll be talking about language. Language, yes, language. I discovered that a child can learn 2 to 3 to 4, even up to 5 languages at a time. And that is why I'm talking about language today. I also checked and saw that the researchers said when a child learns more than one language, of course, you know that the acceptable language that everybody strives to learn is English. Everyone wants to learn English. And the researchers said that when a child learns more than one language, there are so many benefits, so many things the child will enjoy. One is critical thinking. They said it helps the child to think critically. Any child that starts learning from a young age other languages, it helps in critical thinking. It helps also in creativity. It makes them to concentrate. They talked about concentration. The child will be able to concentrate. It helps their listening skills. And of course, it also helps the child to know how to multitask. It's so wonderful. When I saw all those things, I'm like, wow, I think I'm enjoying all those things too because of my background. Thank God for my late dad and my late mom. My dad is from Ondo State, in Ondo Town. My mom is from Oyo State. So they both speak Yoruba language. But my father's side, in Ondo Town, we have a dialect, and it's Ondo dialect. But should I tell you one thing about my parents? My dad and my mom believes strongly, I mean strongly, that the children will go and learn English language in school. At home, you learn Yoruba, you speak Yoruba, you chew it, you understand it. Even the Bible, we read. I learned how to read Yoruba Bible at home. How to read, how to write Yoruba, everything about Yoruba. And I love it so much. I hold it in high esteem. And it has helped me in so many areas. By the time my parents were leaving Lagos and going to Ondo, I was the happiest. When my father retired and was going to Ondo, I was the happiest. I was like, wow. I will not only speak Yoruba language, I will also speak Ondo Town. That's my dialect, and I speak it fluently. It took me just like 2-3 weeks before I learned the language. As soon as I hit Ondo Town, bam, like this, my first assignment was how to learn the dialect, because I love it so much when I see my dad and his brothers speaking the dialect. At times, they will write letter, in those days of letters, they will write letter and send to my father and post it to my father. And when you open it, I will not be able to read it. It's not Yoruba. If it's Yoruba, I will read it. But they will be writing, communicating in the dialect. I'm like, wow, I want to learn this. So going to Ondo also helped me. It's very, very good. It helps the children, like I said, in so many ways. And the same thing with me also. Like I told you, it's a family background. It's a value that I learned from my parents. And by the time I got married, interestingly, I'm Yoruba from Ondo Town. My husband is Asaba from Delta State. So we speak 2 different languages. They call themselves Delta Igbos. And by the time I got married, not long, my mom and my mom-in-law came to stay with us. As soon as I started giving birth, I've been so blessed. God bless the 2 of them. So they were with me. And that is what my mother believed in strongly. From birth, my mom was speaking Yoruba to my children as babies. You can't catch her speaking English to my children. And my mom speaks very good English. My mother-in-law also speaks very good English. But you can't catch my mom speaking English to my children. No. It's Yoruba, Yoruba, Yoruba all the way. And sometimes along the way, I think there were about 5 years or 5, 6 years. One was 5, one was 6. When it dawned on my mother-in-law, she just called me one day. She said, Simi, come. I said, okay, Mama, I'm here. She said, sit down. I was shocked that day. She said, sit down. I sat down. She said, yes, I want to ask you, these children, are they Yoruba or Igbo? I started laughing. I laughed. Of course, I know she's not thinking of maybe I stepped out or something. I know, she can't think of that. But I don't even know where she was going. Sincerely, I don't know where she was going. I don't know why she asked that question, because she knows that I am proudly Ondo and proudly Asaba. In fact, I don't even allow people to call my children their Yoruba name. I love the Igbo name. I love everything about Igbo. I've accepted them completely. I've been to Asaba several times. So when she asked that question, I was like, Ne, I can't finish laughing. I said, Ne, these children, even their names shows you that they are proudly Asaba from Delta. You say, hey. So why are they not speaking our language? I started laughing. I said, Ne, see, it's not in my hands. It's in your hands. You've been living here with me, and my mom have been living here with me, and you've seen my mom speaking her language to these children, and they are picking it. Anything in Yoruba, my children can speak fluently. They understand. You will even be shocked that if you give them Yoruba book, they will read for you. So she was like, oh, I said, it's in your hands. It's in your hands. It's in my husband's hand. If you start speaking Asaba language to them, they will pick it. They are still very young. She said, okay, I've heard. As soon as your husband comes back now, I will tell him, no more English in this house. I laughed that day. It was such an interesting thing. So I said, please go ahead. Since I know that children can pick 2, 3, 4, 5 languages at the same time, and for Yoruba, they have learned by that time, there is nothing you can hide in Yoruba for them. Perfect. So, this is how my mother-in-law started teaching my children Delta language, Asaba language. They started learning, but of course, they were already a little bit older, so they are trying. They really tried. They learned so much. She was speaking it to them. My husband was also speaking it to them. Even me, I was using that opportunity to learn. So please, there's so many things the child stands to gain by speaking more than one language. I even discovered that in many countries outside Nigeria, they make sure that a child learns at least 2 languages from childhood. The child learns at least 2 languages every time. So we need to teach our children different languages. And of course, if you and your spouse are from the same place, beautiful. They will learn English and they will learn your language. And if you and your spouse are from different places, wow, lovely. That means you are like me. Your children can learn Hausa from you and learn Calabar from their mother, or learn Igbo from father and learn whatever language. But it's wonderful. Please don't feel, oh, it's not important. It's very important, and it helps the children's brain so wonderfully well. So please, let's hold it as something important. Let it be part of the family values. Let's pass it on to our children. I even know of some people that bring their children back from abroad, back to Nigeria, and say, you will go to a secondary school in my hometown, or you go to a secondary school somewhere in Nigeria, so that you can learn the language. It helps so much. And apart from this advantage of the brain issue that it helps them to think, it helps them to multitask, it's also a good one because you don't know where your children are going in future. They might be in problem and somebody is speaking a language and they're like, wow, I can pick what this person is saying. Like this person is trying to harm me or this person is trying to do me good because the person might not even have an idea of where your child is from. So when they hear the child reply in that language, they will just feel, oh, we have to be at home with this child, or we have to be at home with this guy or with this lady because they're already big. So when you get to a place, anytime you go to a far place, you are away from your family, whoever you see that speaks your language, you are always at home with that person. You feel relaxed, you feel comfortable, you feel, oh, yeah, I belong here. These people will understand me. But when the child does not understand any other language apart from English, it's not too good. Thank you and thank you this beautiful day. Please go back and think about it. Let learning of language be part of your family values. It's a good thing. Your children need to learn it. Even you need to learn it. I even remember, yeah, I just remember now. My mom, I told you, is from Oyo State. My dad is from Ondo Town. We have a dialect. I wasn't the only one interested in that dialect. I was surprised. As soon as we got to Ondo like this, come and see my mother. She started learning the dialect. Before she died, she was speaking the dialect fluently. In fact, by the time we back to Ondo and she started learning the dialect, whenever she comes to Lagos to come and see her elder sister and her family member, she will start speaking Ondo. They're like, now, wow, yay. And then that was how they gave her the name Mama Ondo. Many people thought she's from Ondo. My mother is not from Ondo, she's from Oyo State. It's her family member that gave her Mama Ondo. As soon as she started, anytime she comes, she will start speaking, start greeting them, and they're like, Mama, small now. You say, it's now my language, oh, I'm proud of it. And that's how for you. And that's how it should be. We should be interested in other languages. It's very good. God bless you. Thank you for watching. Please keep sharing the video, subscribe, like, make comments. And until next week, Saturday, see you next week, Saturday. Bye.